Everybody, and welcome back. This is my journal chat number 3. Last time I did ephemera, which is just like things that you collect daily. I mean, not every day necessarily, but just things you might find around your house, things you've been using, receipts, tags, etc. Today is going to be more about just some things I have on my desk that I will also be using, for the most part, be using in my journals. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get started. The first couple of things I have are some Happy Mail. This one came from Elizabeth. She's so sweet. Love her. She's been a huge inspiration on my video journals. So she sent me these she got a calendar, and if you saw my journal chat number 2, I bought some calendars and did something similar, or am going to do something similar. So these are gorgeous though. These little mixed media pictures. You know, I wish I could do mixed media like this. But anyway, she got these calendars and she cut some of these out. These are like a little desk calendar, I guess, like half of a page. And then some of it is like Mary Englebright. I think that's the name. So these are adorable. Oops. I love this puppy. I don't know if you can see his expression. I'm not really sure. He's kind of like got a, oh no, his hands over his mouth kind of look, or I don't know if that's surprise. I'm not really sure exactly what that expression is. I love this. Life is just so daily. But anyway, she just sent me all these fantastic things. Aren't these awesome? I cannot wait to use them in my journal. Anyway, I love them. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Appreciate it. I have to decide which one I'm going to use first. I just don't know. Too much pressure. Anyway, I am probably going to use one of the mixed media ones, but I love them all. Thank you again. And then I got this from Jan a couple of days ago. There's so much good stuff in here. It's just like a little bit of her sweet little note. Look at that. Look at that shoe paper. Isn't that cute? So she's got these little tags in here. They're like little file folder tabs, I guess, or you could put them on your page, whatever. But I think she got some from somebody and then she used it as a, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling very good, so I'm having a hard time. Well, you know what? I'm just not gonna even use that excuse. I have a hard time thinking of words all the time. She used it as a template and used it scrapbook paper, so I may do the same thing. And then look at this cute little envelope. I mean, is that like the tiniest little pocket envelope thing? I don't know how you would even fold something that small. But anyway, cute, she did. And then she sent these, I guess this is like tissue. I mean, it is kind of tissue papery. I'm not really sure what it is. And then she did some stamping on them. And then she also sent these things are on vellum. Maybe that's what this is too, I'm not sure. But anyway, she put little things on there, and then she included some other little punchy things and some vintage like advertisements. I mean, these are actually like from a magazine, or she must have found some really old magazines from somewhere. And then these cute, look at those little chicks or birds or whatever they are. And another little ephemera thing. Be authentic. And look at this Hello Kitty notepad. Cute. Another little vintage ad. And some more little, I don't know what, these are just some kind of paper. She's cut out of a book of some sort. And look at that. Isn't he just adorable? And he's a little pocket too. Those are so cute. Love these. Can use these for St. Patrick's Day. I don't think I have anything for St. Patrick's Day. And love this pocket. And she's got this little tag in here that I can decorate or journal on or whatever. And another little vintage ad. And another little St. Patrick's Day thing. Thank you so much, Jan. I cannot wait to use this stuff. And I will be using it. Might have to use that Hello Kitty first thing. You know, I was never really a huge Hello Kitty fan. I think I missed that. I was too old by the time that was popular. And having never had girls or granddaughters, You know, I've just not been exposed to a lot of Hello Kitty, but I love it now that I've been journaling because a lot of people use it, and so I've become familiar with it. But anyway, thank you so much, Jan. I really appreciate you sending that to me. And then the next thing I have is some envelopes that I'm working on that I am making to send out ephemera in my Happy Mail. Oops, missed a couple of little things. So I got this idea from, well, I've done something before. I did shaving cream, paint. You put like acrylic paint on shaving cream and then you just dunk your envelope in it. They turned out really pretty. I don't think I have a video on those. But Elizabeth at Never Hopeless did this on one of her ramble sessions. I believe it was a ramble session. And if I can find the link or find that part, I will post it below. But anyway, what she did was she took her Inktense pencils, which I just happen to have and rarely use, and she just took them and rubbed them on a baby wipe, and then took the baby wipe and rubbed it over a stencil. And hers looks so good. And you can see I did try it. I think maybe my baby wipes are too wet because they like stained my whole pencil. But when Elizabeth did it, they just went on so pretty and they blended, and mine just kind of got all messy and watery. So perhaps it is my baby wipe. I used a different stencil on the back. It did a little bit better, so maybe it was my stencil. So anyway, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not as pretty as Elizabeth's. So then I decided to try it with my Distress ink. So I got a pretty floral stencil, used my Distress ink pad and a little dauber, and just put them on in little, you know, sections. I love the way this turned out. I mean, I like the crisp lines. This is more watercolory, but I really just enjoy the crisp lines. So anyway, those are a couple, Jan had wanted to see them, and so I'll probably do some more. And I like this, so I'll probably do a couple more of those, but not as nice as this one. Anyway, and then I copied this out of one of the Fobodici Journalers group. There's nothing that I could tell that was personally identifiable on here, or I would not have used it. And I'm only going to use her first name. But this was Janet's page, and I loved the idea that she used, which was she took a photograph, or not a photograph, a page out of a magazine, Daphne's Diary, and just tore it in little pieces, not little pieces, big pieces, and pasted it down, and then just journaled around it. And I thought, that's such a fabulous idea. I have a Blossom book, which I have done a video flip through of, and they have great pictures, but I don't want to just like cover up a whole page with just one picture, but it would be great to tear apart and put down and then journal around. And so what I did was I printed this out so I could remember the idea of it, because I may not be able to do it today or next week or even next month, but at some point I'm going to have an idea or want to do it, and then I can look through. What I do is I save these in a what I call an idea book, just a little 3-ring binder. And when I see something I really like in the journalers group or in any art journal group or Pinterest or anywhere, I just print it out and put it in my book. And then when I'm looking for an idea, I'll just flip through and I'll find this and I'll go, oh yeah, I forgot about that. So anyway, that's what I do with that. And then I went through my Flow book for paper lovers. I've had that for about 1.5 years. And I've yet to use even 1/4 of the paper. But anyway, I was looking for some paper to do some punches with, and I came across these little houses, which I have discarded, not discarded, but just discarded the idea of using. You're supposed to cut around here and then, you know, fold it over and make a little house out of it, and it just sits on the countertop. And I just don't need that. But anyway, I was looking at it. This is adorable, by the way. If you could see this one. I'm not in frame, so sorry. The little eyes for windows. Made this little face. So I thought I might just cut out just the front of the house of each one and then just put them side by side on my journal page and make like a little village. But I don't really want to throw the rest away. I guess I could do a back of a house scene too on another day. But anyway, if you have a better idea of what I could do with these, I am sure would love to hear it. In any case, that's what I'm going to do with this on my desk and put in my journal. And I think that is all I have for today. And I appreciate your time for listening, and hopefully you got some kind of inspiration or some ideas of things that you can do in your journal. And if you would leave me a comment below, I would really appreciate it. And I promise to answer any questions that you might have. And if you just click like, I'd appreciate that too. And I appreciate you taking the time to be with me today. Thanks so much.